Welcome to My Favorite Murder.
A familiar sound to anyone who calls themselves a murderino.
If people are worried about the off-putting aspect of them talking about murder, that's only a really small part of what the show is about.
My Favorite Murder started as an idea between two friends. Now it's changing the way millions think about mental health.
Honestly, both of them talk very regularly and openly about going to therapy, trying new medication.
In 2016, comedians Karen Kilgariff and Georgia Hardstark dropped their first episode, hitting the top of the charts and eventually writing a book together.
That was a really great read because so much of it was just, hey, you know what? This was a huge mistake I made. I'm human.
Each chapter containing some iconic MFM words of wisdom, with stories behind them.
Stay out of the forest is a big one. Of course, there's always stay sexy, don't get murdered. You're in a cult, call your dad.
Some critics said comedy and murder don't mix, but others fell in love, and it's not because they enjoy murder.
It's just really funny, and they laugh about things that normally wouldn't be funny, and not in like a disrespectful or irreverent way.
The comedy aspect is part of this, and that it feels comfortable to get involved. That you're not just talking about true crime in a really horrific, anxiety-producing way.
If you were to listen, and I encourage you to, you'll notice the feeling of a conversation between friends.
The relationships with the hosts are really impactful. So things like identification with Karen and Georgia and parasocial relationships. So feeling like the hosts are part of your friend group.
Murderinos say that's because Karen and Georgia casually talk about everyday issues.
So I can be like, hey, there's a support group that I want to check out, and just knowing that I don't have to feel any type of shame about it, because I hear people all the time that like reinforce that this is a good thing.
Thinking about how open and progressive the hosts are and how supportive they are of seeking treatment. Listening to someone that feels like your friend tell you that therapy is good.
Rachel Pavelko, an assistant professor at Bradley University and a self-described murderino, wanted to take their message to the academic world.
In our survey, just talking about personal struggles that they were dealing with and how listening to Karen and Georgia help them through something, help save their life, help them turn to get treatment.
Through that online survey, she found others thought My Favorite Murder promoted the idea that your struggles don't have to live in a quiet, dark corner. You're not alone.
A lot of the time, if you start a conversation, you don't know how many people in the room are just like you.
Being aware of the fact that like everyone might have different experiences or different traumas that we're not aware of. Like my mom, who's a saint, always says that you should treat every person as if they're having the worst day of their lives.
Pavelko says while excessive social media has been linked to things like depression, when used in the right way, it can create a community where members can lean on each other.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?